Namaste and welcome to Refeel Yoga. Today's class is going to be a full class of pranayama techniques. So different breathing and different ways to move the energy. It can be quite an intense class. We're going to be focusing a lot around the abdominal area, so a lot around Manipura Chakra, working with the digestive system, detoxification of the body, working with cultivating that fire energy, so confidence, willpower, and really absorbing more prana, absorbing more energy. Then we'll do some techniques to move the energy up and create this overall well-rounded, complete state of being. So let's get into it. Before we practice pranayama, it is important that we warm up the body, that we wake up the spine, that we open the energy channels, that we get the body moving so that we can move the energy better. So we're going to begin today's practice with some warm-up exercises to wake up the spine, to wake up the muscles and joints. It is optional. If you've already done some yoga or you've been quite active today, you might not need to do these exercises and you can skip straight ahead to the breathing practices. If that's the case for you, I'll leave a location here, a time that you can jump ahead to. Otherwise, let's start to warm up the body. We're going to start with some gentle movements. What we really want to focus on here is connecting the breath with the movement. So this is already going to start to open the lungs. It's going to start to open the energy channels while we physically wake up the body. Okay, so we're going to start in a standing position. The feet are parallel, hip distance apart. We stand nice and tall, press into the heels. We're going to start with moving with the breath, a little bit of balance to really focus the mind. Standing nice and tall, we're going to inhale the arms up. Now we interlace the fingers and turn the palms up to the ceiling. I don't know if you can see my palms from there. And then we exhale the hands to the top of the head. Okay, now here's some balance and coordination. We're going to inhale, come up on the heels and reach the hands up. And as we exhale, we lower. We want the hands to touch the head when the heels touch the floor. A lot of coordination involved. And again, inhale, reaching up. And exhaling, lower. Hands touch the head when the heels touch the floor. Coordinate everything. Inhale up. Reaching high. Exhaling down. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling to lower. Last one. Give it all you got. Reach. And exhale, lower. And release. Beautiful. We're going to do some twisting now. Again, make sure the feet are parallel and the feet stay flat on the floor. Don't be lifting your heels as we're twisting. We're going to inhale the arms up. We're going to exhale, twisting towards the left. So twisting to the left, left hand goes to the lower back, right hand goes to the left shoulder. Twisting as far as you can. Inhale to center. And exhale, twisting over to the right. Right hand to the lower back, left hand to the shoulder. Inhale, center. 2 more times to each side. Moving with the breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And release. Beautiful. Now we're going to do some forward folding. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Again, feet are parallel, hip distance. We inhale the arms up, palms facing to the front. And as we exhale, we dive forward, reaching forward, 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 all the way down. Bend the knees slightly and we reverse that action. Inhale, reaching forward, 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 all the way up. 2 more times. Exhale, diving down. Inhaling the whole way up. Last one, exhale, diving forward. Inhaling up. And release. Very nice. Even just these gentle movements can start to make you feel really calm, really lucid. Think of it like a massage for your nervous system. We open the energy channels, we get the energy flowing, and we start to soothe and calm ourselves from within. This next action is one of my favorites, especially if I have a sore back. We're going to do a forward fold and a twist combined. So we're going to inhale the arms up to shoulder height. We're going to exhale the left hand towards the right ankle. So we exhale left hand down to the right ankle or calf or knee, and we reach the right arm up and look up at the right hand. Inhale back to center. And exhale, folding forward, twisting right hand to left ankle, gazing up at the left hand. Inhale, center. 2 more times to each side. Exhale, down, left hand, right ankle. Inhale, center. Exhale, the right hand down. Inhale, center. 1 more time to each side, really feeling the twist in the spine, really feeling the forward fold in the legs. Inhale, center. Last one. Inhale, center. And release. Beautiful. Next, we're going to do a twist to get into the upper spine, upper chest area. It's a little more tricky because we've got the ribs that really hold everything in place. Really easy to twist and move the lower back. A little more difficult here. What we're going to do is we're going to spread the arms, and we want to keep the chest as open as possible. Chest is nice and open. Feet are staying flat on the floor. We take a deep inhalation and we exhale, twisting to the left. Watch your right arm. Make sure it's not closing. Keep it open. Inhale to center and exhale, twisting to the right, pulling the left arm back, keeping the chest open. Inhale to center, 2 more times to each side. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, center. Exhaling to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And right. Inhale, center, and release. Very nice. We're going to do our first back bend of the day. Something to know is that when we fold forward, it's very calming, very relaxing, very grounding. When we bend backwards, it's very stimulating, very energizing. As we bend back, we squeeze the adrenals a little bit. They sit just above the kidneys. And this releases some extra energy, a little bit of adrenaline. So we're going to do a forward fold. We're going to do a back bend. Then we're going to pause with the eyes closed and try to feel that little increase in energy. Might be a little increase in body temperature, a little increase in the heart rate. Just cultivate that awareness and see what's happening to you. Again, feet are hip distance and parallel. We inhale the hands to the hips. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale all the way up. Send the hips forward, exhaling back. Lift the chin first, inhale to center. And exhale, release. Relax, standing with the eyes closed. Attention turned inside. And feeling the effect. Subtle increase in energy through the body. Allow that energy to move and settle. And then we continue. Inhale the hands to the hips. Exhale, diving forward. Inhaling all the way up. Send the hips forward. Exhale, arching back. Lift the chin. Inhale to center. And exhale, release and relax. Close the eyes. Turn the attention inward. And notice any little changes. Little increase in the energy, the heart rate, the body temperature. Good morning, Kitty. Let's do our final performance. Inhale the hands to the hips. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale the hips forward, slight back bend. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale to center. And release. Eyes closed, attention turned inside. Allowing this energy to move and settle through your being. Very nice. Coming back. We're going to do some for the sides now. So we inhale the hands to the hips. And we exhale, just leaning towards the right. Nice stretch on the left side. Inhale, center. Exhaling to the left. Inhale, center. We're not twisting, we're just leaning to the right. Inhale, center. To the left. Inhale, center. For the last two, let's go a little bit deeper. Kick the hips to the left as you lean to the right. Inhale, center. Kick the hips to the right as you exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And release. Very nice. This next one is a little bit different. Up until now, we've done both flexing, bending, and twisting. Now we're going to do a rotation. Very good for the spine. Very good to get the energy flowing. Make sure you practice this one slowly with awareness. We're not trying to take off like a helicopter. Okay? You'll see what I mean. Maybe just watch me first and then we'll do it together. So we're going to be doing a rotation. We're going to have the feet hip distance and parallel like as usual. We inhale the hands to the hips. Again, just watch first. We exhale, diving forward. Then we're going to inhale, rotating towards the left. At this point, we send the hips forward as we arch back. And then we exhale towards the right and down. When we hit the bottom, we switch directions. We inhale towards the right, sending the hips forward as we arch back. And we exhale towards the left and down. Once we've done one each direction, we come straight up through center, inhaling up. And exhale, release. Again, we'll close the eyes, turn inward, observe our experience, the energy flowing. Beautiful. Let's practice together. Standing nice and tall, feet are parallel. Inhale the hands to the hips. Exhale, diving forward. Rotating towards the left, inhale. Send the hips forward as you arch back. Exhale towards the right. And all the way down. When you hit the bottom, switch directions. Inhale towards the right. Send the hips forward as you arch back. And exhale towards the left and down. When you hit the bottom again, inhale straight up through center. And release and relax. Eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feeling that beautiful movement of energy through your body as we really wake up the channels along the spine. And again, inhale the hands to the hips. Exhale, diving forward. Inhaling towards the left. Send the hips forward as you arch back. Exhaling right and all the way down. Switching directions, inhaling towards the right. Sending the hips forward as you arch back. Exhaling left and all the way down. Inhale straight up through center. And release, relax, close the eyes. Turn the attention inside. Feel this increased flow of energy, openness along the spine. And gently coming back. Beautiful. Spine is nice and warmed up. We'll do a little bit for the neck now. We're just going to do 5 neck rotations in each direction. So dropping the chin to the chest. We inhale, rolling the right ear towards the right shoulder. Around back. Left ear to left shoulder. And to the front. And continue in this one direction. Inhaling to the right. And back. Exhaling to the left. And forward. 3 more. And after your 5th one, switching directions, inhaling towards the left and back, exhaling towards the right and forward. Really being aware of the movement, any little clicks or pops. Allowing the energy to start to flow in the neck. 2 more. Last one. Oh, beautiful. Returning to center. Eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feeling the energy moving the area of the neck. Beautiful. We have one more warm-up we're going to do, and then we're going to get into the breathing practices. And this is just a little bit for the lower body, the hips, knees, and ankles. Again, a bit of a balance is involved, balance and coordination. So fix your gaze at one point to help with your balance. We'll make sure when we bend the knees that the knees are going to bend straight in front, okay? Like you're going skiing. We don't want the knees opening or closing inward. We want them bending directly straight, okay? Inhale, up on the toes, hands up in front, palms down in front of the body. And as we exhale, we bend the knees and we squat, keeping the heels lifted. Squatting as low as is comfortable for you. And inhale up. And exhale to release. Beautiful. If you have pain in the knees, just go gently or skip it if you need to. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling up. Exhale to squat. Again, coordinating the breath with the movement, working on the balance. Inhaling up. Exhale to lower. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale to squat. Inhale to rise. And release. Beautiful. That's it for our warm-up sequence. Let's make our way down to sitting and continue with the breathing. The first breathing technique that we're going to be doing today is the breath of fire. Breath of fire is a fast breathing technique, in and out through the nose. Sort of like breathing like a dog, but through the nose. It can be done more slowly or more fast. I recommend always for you to go for what feels like medium for you. We're going to be doing this 3 times. First time, we'll do for 30 seconds. Second time for 1 minute. And the third time for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we'll get progressively more intense. Let's begin. Before we do any pranayama, it's good to purge the lungs with 3 ventilation breaths. That's a quick inhalation through the nose and a full exhalation through the mouth, just to purge the lungs. So let's do that. And then we'll go directly into our breath of fire. After the breath of fire, we're going to inhale. And we're going to hold the breath and contain that energy in to rebalance. And then we'll relax and have a moment of awareness. Okay, so let's do our ventilations. Inhale through the nose. Exhale to the mouth. 2 more times. Deep inhalation. A relaxing exhalation. And begin the breath of fire. And inhale. Hold the breath. And release and relax. Sitting with the eyes closed, your attention turned inside. Feel the movement of energy through the body as we start to awaken the nervous system, open the energy channels, feeling energized, starting the purification of the body through the fire. And gently coming back. Our next performance we'll be doing for 1 minute, so longer. So if you struggle to do that 30 seconds, it was actually 35. But if you struggle to do that, maybe go a little bit slower, a little more gentle. After this performance, we're going to start to include Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is a muscular contraction happening at the base of the spine. For the men, it's the area of the perineum and feels sort of like the muscle that's lifting the testicles. And for the woman, it's the closing of the opening of the yoni, the squeezing of the vaginal muscles. So we're going to do the breathing. Afterwards, we're going to inhale as much as we can. We're going to hold the breath and squeeze Mula Bandha, contracting this lower pelvic floor area. Feel that energy building there. And then we'll release Mula Bandha and we'll release the breath. The bandhas are very important for pranayama because they're what's helping us to hold and move the energy through the body. So we really want to develop this practice. So preparing for the 1 minute performance of the breath of fire, we'll do a deep inhalation, a relaxing exhalation, and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Fill the lungs as much as you can and squeeze Mula Bandha, contracting the lower pelvic floor. And release Mula Bandha, release the breath. Relaxing, sitting with the eyes closed. Feeling the increased flow of energy in the body. More openness, expansion through the energy channels. The openness and purification of the lungs. Maybe you can even start to feel some openness in the mind. And gently coming back. Beautiful. We're going to start to add one more bandha to our practice. It's called Jalanhara Bandha, or the throat lock. Jalanhara Bandha is containing the energy in from the throat. So essentially Mula Bandha is holding the energy at the base and starting to push it up. Jalanhara is kind of locking it and pushing it down, and the idea is that these two energies meet somewhere in the abdominal area and cause this explosion, this eruption of our energies that allows this very strong sublimation, the energy to move up and lead to these expanded states. On the physical level, Jalanhara Bandha is helping to lock the blood down and prevent this high blood pressure from reaching the brain, which can happen when we're holding the breath for very long times. Because I'm just teaching this online, I'm not with you, I'm not going to cue you to hold the breath for a very long time. And it should be noted that when we do pranayama, we always want to be comfortable. We never want to push to a state of like, okay, we only hold the breath until we can release it comfortably and return to a comfortable, natural breathing. It's very important because we're working with the very small capillaries, the very small blood vessels, and we're working with the nervous system. So we need to be gentle. To perform Jalanhara Bandha, the throat lock, we extend the neck and we drop the chin to the chest and we create a pressure in the neck, almost as if we want to make our neck fat and not allow the breath to flow. While we do this, we're going to squeeze Mula Bandha as well. So we will inhale, we'll drop the chin to the chest, squeeze the neck, and squeeze Mula Bandha. And we can imagine containing this energy in the area of the torso. Very important as we get to the more advanced pranayama, which if you're doing the advanced version of this sequence will be coming later. Anyway, it's good to develop because like I said, the bandhas are helping us to move the energy. So let's prepare for the 1.5 minute performance of the breath of fire. Deep inhalation, relaxing exhalation, and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Fill the lungs as much as you can. Drop the chin to the chest and squeeze the neck. Squeeze Mula Bandha, locking this energy in the torso. As you hold the bandhas, try to relax the rest of the body. Relax the legs, relax the shoulders. And release Mula Bandha, release the throat, release the breath. Sitting with the eyes closed, tension turned inside. Feeling the increased movement of energy, the expansion resulting from the use of the bandhas. Lightness in the body, as the heavier energies are starting to burn away. And gently coming back. Beautiful. As we use the bandhas, there's a big tendency for other muscles to contract. You know, when we squeeze the genitals, the legs start to get tense. When we squeeze the throat, the chest starts to get tense. We want to develop the ability to hold these contractions while relaxing the rest of the body. It might feel like a tug of war, like a push and pull, like you squeeze and then you release, and then you squeeze and then you release. And to get to the point where we can hold Mula Bandha very strong, squeeze the perineum very strong, but have the legs and knees relaxed. In the same way, holding the neck very tight, but have the shoulders and chest relaxed. This will enable us to really hold the prana with the bandhas, but also be able to hold the breath and relax deeper. It's a practice. For the next practice, we're going to be coming onto the knees in a kneeling position in Vajrasana. If Vajrasana is inaccessible to you, you can stay cross-legged, but I generally recommend this for the pranayama we're going to do. So you can sit on the heels, you can sit on a block or a cushion, you can make it accessible however you like. The next breathing we're going to be doing is Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is another fast breathing technique, and they're quite similar. They're both energizing and detoxifying. The breath of fire is a little more energizing and a little less detoxifying. Kapalabhati is a little more detoxifying and a little less energizing, but they have some similarities. Kapalabhati is focused only on the exhalation. Essentially, we're just doing quick, forceful exhalations. And when we do the exhalation, we push the belly in, and it's the falling out, the relaxing of the belly that allows the lungs to reinflate. It can be a little confusing at first, but with some practice, it's very nice, very clearing and opening pranayama. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. It's not as fast. It's about 1 exhalation per second or 3 exhalations per 2 seconds, something like this. If you're not familiar with this technique, I recommend you to place a hand on your belly so you can feel the belly go in as you exhale. Some people get confused and the belly comes out as they exhale. It's not the normal thing. We push the diaphragm up to exhale, and the relaxing should allow the belly to fall out and reinflate the lungs. So we'll focus just on the exhalation. Okay, we're going to do this for 2 minutes. Afterwards, again, inhaling completely, squeezing the bandhas, focusing on relaxing the rest of the body. So let's begin. Deep inhalation, relaxing exhalation, and begin Kapalabhati, the forceful exhalations. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath, drop the chin, squeeze Mula Bandha. Relax the body. And release the throat, release the genitals, release the breath. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feel the expansion through your body, vibrations of energy, the increase in prana, creating a feeling of openness, expansion, and lightness. And gently coming back. Beautiful. The next practice we're going to be doing is somehow can be a little more strong, because now we're going to be holding the breath out. If you did my 10-day challenge, you did Uddiyana Bandha, you know how crazy it can be to hold the breath out. The practice we're going to be doing is called Agnisar Kriya. Actually, Clelia released a video on it just a few days ago. Agni means fire, and Sar means purification or the igniting. So this is the purification of the body through the fire. Essentially, we're going to be holding the breath out and pumping the belly in and out. We're going to be doing this in the cat and cow position. So let's make our way into a kneeling position. So we're kneeling. The knees are directly under the hips, the hands are directly under the shoulders. We're going to do the cat and cow movement, which means we'll be inhaling up and we'll be exhaling down. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale up through the nose. We're going to exhale down through the mouth, completely void the lungs, get completely empty. We're going to hold the breath out and pump the belly in and out as quick as we can, for as long as we can while holding the breath out. And then we're going to inhale, release the belly, inhale up, and we go directly into the next performance. So I'll show you quickly what it's looking like. So you can see my belly. So sorry, this cable's a little bit in the way. So we inhale up, we exhale forward, we hold the breath out and we pump the belly. Then we inhale up. And we go directly into the next performance. Okay. So like that. We're going to do this for 2 minutes. So coming into position. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Hold the breath out and pump the belly. When you need to, inhale and exhale and continue. Your belly might not move as fast as mine. It might be quite slow. It might feel awkward. That's okay. It's part of the practice. It's developing this flexibility of the abdomen, this massage in the digestive system. Just allow whatever's there and continue. Halfway through, 1 minute remains. And finish the round you're on. Deep inhalation. Relaxing back into sitting for the awareness phase. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feeling the deep massage of the abdominal area. Increase in the fire energy. Increase in confidence, determination. Purification of the body. And a greater opening and lightness of the energy. And gently coming back. Beautiful. For the next practice, we're going to make our way up to standing. So let's come up to a standing position. The next practice we're going to be doing is called Uddiyana Bandha. Uddiyana Bandha is the abdominal lock. It's the third bandha, and it's for really lifting the energy upwards. I did a full series on it. It was my 10-day challenge to raise your vibration. If you want to really go in depth with Uddiyana Bandha, I suggest you check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can check it out after the class. Essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be voiding the lungs, emptying the lungs completely, holding the breath out, and pulling the diaphragm in and up. This is going to create a vacuum effect in the torso. And the idea is that that vacuum is going to draw the energy upwards, from the lower chakras upwards. It's very strong to activate Manipura Chakra. So very good for the digestive system. But it's also doing a process known as sublimation, which is this moving of the lower energies upwards. So we're going to use this practice to send energy up towards Ajna Chakra, the third eye. We're going to come to standing with the feet separated about a little wider than shoulder distance. Excuse me. We bend at the knees and we place the hands above the knees with the fingers pointed in. From here we're going to exhale forward, all the air out. We're going to keep the air out, come up to locked elbows and pull the diaphragm in and up. We're going to hold with the lungs empty as long as possible, trying to visualize this energy rising up the spine. And when it's time to breathe, release the diaphragm, inhale. Hold the breath in for a moment, continue to feel energy rising. And when you feel balanced, you continue with the next performance. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. Okay? So, coming into position. Knees are bent, hands are placed just above the knees, elbows are locked. This is important to stabilize yourself so that you can really relax the belly. Let's get this cable out of the way here. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale forward, everything out. Everything out, everything out. Then come up to straight elbows and pull the diaphragm in and up. It's like you want to take a breath, but you don't allow the air in. Hold for as long as comfortable. When you need to breathe, release the diaphragm. Inhale. Hold the breath in for a moment and continue. Really try to feel that energy moving up the spine. When you feel the urge to breathe, wait 1, maybe 2 seconds more and allow that shaking to really awaken this energy within and visualize it flowing all the way to the middle of the forehead, Ajna Chakra. Let's do the final performance together. Pause before your last round. And preparing for the last performance. Deep inhalation. And begin. And release and relax. Return to standing with the eyes closed. Attention turned inside. Feeling the deep massage in the abdomen. Activation of the fire. The rising of the energy from the lower centers upwards. Creating a feeling of lightness in the body and expansion in the mind. And gently coming back. Beautiful. Let's make our way down to sitting for the next practice. So coming down to any comfortable seated position. The next breathing technique we're going to be doing is called Nadi Shodhana. Nadis are the energy channels, and Shodhana means cleaning or purifying. So this is the breathing technique to now cleanse all of these energy channels that we've opened so much. It's also very strong for activating Ajna Chakra. In English we call it the alternate nostril breathing. Pay attention because it's a little more complicated. It's a little more technical than some of the pranayama we've done so far. Essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the thumb and ring finger to block the right and left nostrils. We're going to be alternating the breath. We're going to be inhaling through the left nostril, then exhaling through the right, then inhaling through the right and exhaling through the left. So in left, out right, in right, out left, creating this triangular kind of shape. Pay attention because I see lots of people get confused, and rather than going back and forth as if we're playing tennis or volleyball, some people constantly inhale left, exhale right, inhale left, exhale right, and they end up drawing a circle. It's a different pranayama. It's not what we want. We want to go in one, out the other, in that, out the other, back and forth and back and forth. You can imagine drawing a pyramid from your nostrils up to your third eye. And this is very balancing, really harmonizing the left and right hemispheres of the brain, the heating and cooling systems, and strong activation of Ajna Chakra. So really helping to focus us, develop awareness, perception. We're going to do this for 3 minutes. It's important that we always start and finish on the left nostril, and this is what creates that state of balance. Okay, I'm going to put on a metronome so that we can keep a pace. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale for 6 seconds, and we're going to exhale for 6 seconds. Okay, so in for 6, switch out for 6. Let's begin. I'll guide you through the first 2 rounds, and then you continue on your own. We'll start with 1 ventilation breath. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Block the right nostril and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And continue on your own. In. And finish the next time you exhale through the left nostril. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feeling the balancing of the left and right sides. The arousal of energy in the middle of the forehead, Ajna Chakra. The harmonizing of the energy between the mind and the rest of the body. An overall state of presence. And gently coming back. Beautiful. The last breathing technique we're going to be doing today is the Ujjayi Pranayama, or the ocean breath. It's very calming, very relaxing, and really helping to turn the mind inward as a preparation for meditation. We're going to do this breathing for 3 minutes, to really go inside, and then we're going to finish with 10 minutes of meditation. To perform the Ujjayi Pranayama, we create a slight contraction at the back of the throat that makes the breath audible. Imagine you have a mirror and you want to fog the mirror. You go, so just try now. Then try that with the mouth closed. Okay, we want to make that same sound for both the exhalation and the inhalation. It doesn't have to be so strong, can be more gentle. Actually, you'll find it gets more and more and more gentle. I don't have to hear you, nobody around has to hear you, just you have to hear this sound in the throat. We'll breathe slow and steady in and out, just making that sound. That's it. We do that for 3 minutes, and then we go into a meditation where we're just going to observe the flow of breath at the tip of the nose. Okay, I'll guide you at the beginning to get you into it, and then you will continue on your own. So let's begin. Make this slight contraction at the back of the throat, and start to inhale, listening to the sound of the breath. And keeping the contraction at the throat, exhaling, creating the same sound. And that's it. Inhaling, listening to the sound at the back of the throat. And exhaling with the same sound. And there's nothing more you need to do but continue breathing and listening to the sound of the breath at the back of the throat. You may find that the breath starts to get slower or longer. It's completely normal. Just allow the breath to take you wherever you need to be. Finding deeper relaxation with each breath. Finding deeper relaxation with each breath. And gently returning to normal breathing, sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside, we go directly into our meditation. Bringing all of your awareness to the natural flow of the breath. Just start to observe the breath. In the nose, down into the belly. And from the belly, up the throat and out the nose. Not trying to control the breath. Just observing the natural flow of breath. It might be quite slow after all of this pranayama, that's okay. If you have a tendency to hold the breath as soon as you observe it, just control the breath in what feels like the most natural rhythm for you right now. And eventually you'll find yourself just observing the natural flow of breath. And we start to refine our awareness by bringing all of the awareness to the tip of the nose and observing the breath flowing in and out at the tip of the nose. Just observing the breath at the tip of the nose. If at any point the mind starts to wander, bring it back to the sensations of the breath at the tip of the nose. And start to notice the subtle qualities of the breath. The inhalation is slightly cooled and fresh from the environment. Well, the exhalation is a little more warm and has a certain essence of you. The inhalation brings in fresh vitality, energizing and lifting the spirit, while the exhalation softens the body and relaxes the mind. Just observing the breath at the tip of the nose. If your mind is quite busy today, you can support yourself by noting what you're doing. During the inhalation, you can mentally say to yourself, breathing in, and during the exhalation, you can mentally say, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. And as you observe the breath, it's natural that thoughts will come. When you notice the thoughts coming, take note. I am thinking. I'm coming back to the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Noticing whenever the mind starts to wander, noting to yourself, I am thinking, I'm coming back to the breath. Return your awareness to the tip of the nose, breathing in, breathing out. And gently releasing the meditation, sitting with the eyes closed, and just take a moment to observe your overall experience, feeling into the body, into your energy, becoming aware of how this entire practice has affected you. And I invite you to bring your hands together in front of the heart. And we close this class with a moment of gratitude, giving thanks for this beautiful body, all its capabilities, giving thanks for our energy, for supporting us and moving us, our emotions, for teaching us and guiding us, and giving thanks for our beautiful mind, to helping us to learn, grow, and evolve. Thank you for these teachings. Thank you for these practices. And thank you for this beautiful, abundant life. Take a deep inhalation into the heart. As you exhale, gently coming back, so that I can say thank you for joining me. Namaste.